USA Christian News. As prenatal genetic testing rapidly advances, so does the 90+% rate of abortion for children in the womb diagnosed with Down syndrome. This deeply troubled former police officer Kurt Condrich, who is now the Senior Director of Development at Human Coalition of Pittsburgh. Several factors led to pressure from the medical community that his pregnant wife be tested, but they refused. In 2003, Kurt's wife, Margie, gave birth to their daughter, Chloe, who was diagnosed with Down syndrome.
It's almost like a silent genocide, and now this is showing what is happening. We can start asking the questions, who's next? What if we get a prenatal test for autism? How about one for depression? How about one for baldness?
Part of the joy that Chloe brought to their lives was to lobby for a new law in Pennsylvania that families receive positive, factual, and uplifting information after a diagnosis of Down syndrome. For the USA Radio Network, this is John Clemens. USA Christian News. In Jeremiah 1:5, we're told, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." Proof of that is 13-year-old Chloe Condrich with Down syndrome, who is now in the 8th grade in her neighborhood middle school, reading at the same level as her classmates. Chloe's parents, Kurt and Margie, refused prenatal genetic testing because they knew the child in the womb to be a blessing from God, and that no matter what, their child would not become another of the 90% of the children aborted after being diagnosed with Down syndrome. Kurt, now with Human Coalition, tells us Chloe's life has already had a major impact.
In Pennsylvania here, I actually did some advocacy, lots of advocacy with policymakers, and in 2014, Chloe and I successfully advocated for a law, which is named Chloe's Law, that when a woman gets a prenatal Down syndrome diagnosis, she has to be provided with factual, supportive information instead of just being told to abort the child.
For the USA Radio Network, this is John Clemens.